Hello, it's Becky here from Little Dreams Consulting, and I'm here today to talk to you about teething and its impact on sleep. It will come as no surprise that developmental milestones, much like teething, talking, and walking, can all really have a big impact on sleep. And I think it's important also to say that usually when your little one has had a period of good sleep, their little brains then start thinking about what else they can start working on. So whether that is moving, whether that's talking, or whether that's teeth. So you might find after you've had a nice period of sleep and things have seem to be going well, there'll be a little bump in the road, and that will most likely be down to some of those developmental milestones, including teething. Research has shown that babies can be affected by teething kind of 4 days before a tooth has emerged, the day that has emerged, and then up to 3 days afterwards. It's important to note that they may well show signs of teething during that time, and they may well kind of have disrupted sleep. Even if you haven't seen any teeth yet, it's that kind of lead up time that they can kind of show you those signs and symptoms, I suppose, of teething. And they can kind of include like flushed cheeks, pulling on ears, just generally being a bit maybe a bit fussier, a bit more clingy, without the same kind of tolerance that maybe they could normally deal with in certain activities. They might get a little rash around their mouth from all the saliva, or their kind of nappies might be impacted by all that saliva as well. So there are lots of things going on, and there's no surprise really that it will kind of impact on sleep. I think during the day there are lots of things that we can kind of do. So we can give little ones kind of teething toys. Sometimes they can kind of come straight from the fridge or the freezer. Things like cucumber that comes from the fridge, which is nice and cold for those kind of sore gums, can be really useful. I know that some parents like to kind of freeze breast milk and put that in a kind of ice lolly format so that their little one can kind of get all the goodness of that, but also have that kind of nice cooling effect as well. And that's something you could try with smoothies, or maybe toast or something like that, something so that your little one can really kind of bite through, I suppose, and kind of really help them. I think when our little ones are suffering from things like teething, we want to go and help them, especially at night when they wake up, because they're more likely to wake up, and you want to go to them and you want to kind of offer them comfort, and that's absolutely fine. Do that. Do go and give them comfort, give them that cuddle, give them medicine if it's appropriate. But I think it's important to remember that we don't kind of introduce or reintroduce any sleep props at that stage. So don't be tempted to feed them to sleep. Don't be tempted to kind of rock them or sing them or do anything that's ultimately kind of helping them get to sleep. While we want to give them comfort and make them feel better, ultimately the best thing that you can do is get them to be able to drift off to sleep by themselves once you've given them that comfort. So absolutely, give them that cuddle, give them the pain relief if that's appropriate, but ultimately pop them back down in their cots and let them kind of get back off to sleep by themselves. Keeping nap time and bedtime consistent is really important too. And you may find that naps might get a little bit shorter. We've often found that here that naps do get a little bit shorter when little ones are teething. So that's fine. Just remember to kind of bring bedtime a bit kind of earlier if you can, just to kind of counteract any kind of overtiredness there at all. And then I think it's important also to say that once those teeth have emerged, don't forget to give them a brush. So get your little one a toothbrush and some kind of appropriate toothpaste. It can be a good opportunity to do that at bath time. Just in case you make a bit of a mess, it's easier to kind of wash them down at that point. And I guess the most important thing really is, much like everything, all little ones are different and they're all going to respond to teething in different ways. Just remember that hopefully within a week or two, your little one will kind of be back to normal and feeling much better. That said, if you are kind of struggling with sleep and teething is playing a little part in that, but you're not quite sure how much of a part, then do get in contact because we'd love to help you. I hope you have a great day. Bye.